Ever see a health headline that makes you think, wait, should I be worried about this? Well, one of those popped up on my feed this week about brain aging in people in their 20s and 30s. And spoiler, the reality is a lot less scary, but actually really interesting. The study focused on choline, an essential nutrient most young adults aren't getting enough of. Hey there, I'm Amy Lawson, registered dietitian, and I am starting something new over here on my channel, Thrive Nutrition RDN. It's Research Bites. These are shorter videos where I break down recent nutrition studies while cooking the foods that we're actually talking about. These shorter ones will give you quick, practical takeaways from new science. And if any nutrition headlines pop up in your feed that make you raise an eyebrow, send them my way and I will dig into them and give you the research parts without any of the clickbait hype. So today I'm gonna make my Mediterranean baked eggs while we talk about this study. 2 eggs go into our ramekin. Okay, this study focused on choline, and I want to share why researchers are paying attention to this and how to get enough from real food. So let's get into it. Researchers at Arizona State University just published findings on 30 young adults. They were ages 20 and 30s, looking at choline levels and several metabolic markers. And they found that participants with obesity had lower circulating choline, higher inflammation, and more liver stress, and elevated levels of something called neurofilament light chain, or NFL. And why does that matter? NFL is a protein that rises when neurons are damaged, and here's why this caught researchers' attention. This same pattern, low choline plus elevated NFL, is also seen in older adults with mild cognitive impairment and Alzheimer's disease. So you can see why this really raised some eyebrows. Now, before this sounds too dramatic, let's focus on what this study does and does not show. It's 30 people, so it is a snapshot, not a long-term study. It shows correlations, not causation. It doesn't prove that low choline alone is silently damaging young brains, but it does suggest that metabolic health and nutrition in your 20s and your 30s might be laying the groundwork for what happens decades later, and that is definitely worth paying attention to. Bell pepper is going on. So what is choline? It's an essential nutrient that your liver makes a little of, but not enough, so you need to get it from food. It builds cell membranes, supports liver function and fat metabolism, helps regulate inflammation, and produces acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter that's critical for memory and learning. So you can see how that's tied to our brain health. And here's the thing. Most Americans are not getting enough. The recommendation is about 550 milligrams a day for men, 425 for women, higher during pregnancy and breastfeeding. And national surveys show that most people, especially young adults, are falling quite short. And here's the longevity angle. Changes in Alzheimer's disease starts decades before symptoms appear. So what happens in your brain at 70 doesn't start at age 70. If young adults with obesity are already showing patterns that overlap with older adults with cognitive problems, it raises the question, could metabolic health and nutrition in early adulthood be part of the foundation for brain resilience later? More spinach. This study also found that women had lower choline levels than men. Separately, women make up about 2/3 of people with Alzheimer's. Some of that is due to our longer lifespan, but nutritional patterns and hormones play roles too. If inadequate choline over decades contributes even slightly to neurodegeneration risk and women tend to get less, that's one more reason to pay attention. All right, so let's talk about actual food. The best sources of choline, one of the best, are eggs, which is why I'm making these Mediterranean baked eggs, especially the yolks, plus chicken, fish, beef liver. If you're into that, I think my father-in-law is the only one who really likes that. Beans, cruciferous veggies like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. These 2 eggs I just baked, about 250 to 300 milligrams of choline right there, roughly half of what most Americans need in a day. Add a 3-ounce serving of chicken at lunch. That's another 70 milligrams, a cup of cooked broccoli, or my favorite, spinach, another 50 to 60 milligrams. You can see how it adds up across our meals. But here's what I want to emphasize, and let me get a fork. You don't need to obsess over hitting an exact number every single day. Nutrition works best when you focus on consistent patterns over the course of time. A varied diet that regularly includes choline-rich foods like these eggs, alongside overall metabolic health, is what matters the most. This is why I like these Mediterranean baked eggs. They are so simple, they taste really good, and they give you a solid choline boost from the eggs, plus a little bit from the spinach. Oh yeah. It's really hot. It's gonna be really good. And then I like a little whole grain, whole wheat sourdough toast to eat them with. Yum. So you're getting the choline from the eggs, plus you're getting veggies, some whole grains, and it supports that broader pattern of eating well. If you want more Research Bites episodes like this one, let me know down in the comments and tell me, what is your favorite way to have your eggs? Is it scrambled, poached, over easy? I love a good scramble that has a ton of veggies in it. My husband, 2 fried eggs, 2 sausage turkey links, and a side of sourdough toast. That's his breakfast 90% of the time. So drop me your favorite ways. I'm always looking for some new ideas, and I am going to drop the recipe to these Mediterranean baked eggs down in the description. Yum. And if you want more ways to get choline-rich foods, plus other veggies and your protein into your day, hop on over to my anti-inflammatory meal prep video. I will see you over there. Until then, eat well, be well, thrive. Yum.